Hi everybody, welcome to this week's Town Hall video. I'm Casey D'Amato, President of Certified PA Consulting. I've been a PA since '03. I've also been a practice administrator or manager, whatever you want to call it. I also have started my own companies. I have sold merged companies. I have been a career coach and business coach for medical professionals since 2009. I'm pretty much the leading expert when it comes to PA salary structures and win-win structures for the practice and the PA as well. I also help PAs and other medical professionals with their business, getting it started, getting it off the ground, as well as life and career coaching, helping medical professionals who have hit a crossroads, are stuck, are in their career trajectory or maybe in their business, and how to balance everything and make their next move for their life. So every single week I put out a new video related to one of these topics. And this week we're talking about side hustles for medical professionals, pros and cons. So I've got my notes. That's why I'm looking off camera a little bit. I don't want to forget anything. So side hustles can be great outlet for so many different things. It can be not only for making a little bit extra money, which is great. They can be fun. They can be social. So you have a whole new network of people to connect with. So really, really social, fun, creative. So sometimes in medicine, we feel like we're sort of following this recipe book a little bit with differentials and treatments and protocols and things like that. And side hustles can help us with that creative outlet. So lots and lots of side hustles, whether it is in graphic design or in writing or in, landscaping, gardening, anything, that you're creating something is really an outlet that a lot of medical professionals are looking for. Also, side hustles can help you feel like you're making progress. When you hit a certain level as a medical professional and you really become an expert in your specialty, a side hustle helps you nurture that need to learn and to grow and to make progress, because you may feel that you've sort of reached a little bit of a plateau in your specialty, that there's always some more to learn, but it's not as dramatic as it was at the beginning. It's not as much because you've been practicing for so long in that specialty. So side hustles can really fill that void to learn and grow and advance new skills. That's a desire that a lot of us have as medical professionals. So side hustles are great for all of those things. Making some extra money, social connection, networking. They're fun. They can be creative and impact. They can also help you impact other people in a different way. So every single day we help our patients. We're obviously helping our family. We're helping our staff and our communities and our medical centers. But getting involved in a side hustle can also help you make impact to a whole new group of people. And that's really, really rewarding. So those are a lot of the pros related to getting involved with a side hustle when you are a medical practitioner, especially if you are very experienced as a medical provider. Now, what are some of the cons? Some of the cons of getting involved in a side hustle is it divides your attention. And as you all know, we are very limited on time. So we have so much time that we can dedicate to our professional lives in clinic and our personal lives with family and friends. And so if we add on a side hustle, is it something that's going to be overwhelming, or is it something that's going to take away attention from something else that's important? And in doing so, make us sacrifice the quality of our relationships in that other area. So that's one of the cons, is balancing the time and attention, because where you put your attention and focus is typically where you're most successful. So if the side hustle starts taking the majority of your energy, then will your patients or your clinic suffer? Will your family and relationships with your significant other or children or friends, will that suffer? So really balancing the time can be a con, and attention, not just time, but even if you're not physically there, are you thinking about it? And is that taking away time that you could be researching something for your patient, or you could be spending quality time with your spouse or your kids or your friends? So that's a con. The other con, which is sort of a two-edged sword, is sometimes side hustles, because they take so much attention, they can actually reduce income. Even though you might start them to make an income, but they might impact your primary income if you decide to cut back from full-time to part-time on your primary income, but your side hustle isn't scaling quite fast enough, or it grows and then it teeters down. So then if you look at the end of the year, you may or may not be ahead of where you were as a full-time employee. Now that doesn't mean don't do it, because you may feel that the pros list outweighs the benefit of the financial gain, but it's just one of the cons on the list to think about. So one con is side hustles sometimes, not always, sometimes they're extremely lucrative, but sometimes in some instances, if they do take enough time that they impact the primary income and they're not scaling enough then to replace that income, then overall at the end of the year, your income could be less. And maybe that's okay, because the pros outweigh that for you and the value is worth it. So it's just something I wanted to bring up. So time demand is my number 3 con. Sometimes side hustles are extremely time and labor intensive. So make sure that you have a good handle on your time management, time blocking, and you're not sacrificing something else that's important to you. And then lastly, one of the cons is, what's the long-term plan for the side hustle? Do you want the side hustle to become eventually the full-time and replace your full-time? Or do you want this balance of part-time? Do you just want to do it for a year? Is there like a certain financial goal? Like if you can make $10,000 a year on your side hustle, you're happy because it pays for a couple of vacations and that's great. Or, what is truly the goal? So the con of a side hustle is some people don't go into it with an intention. And when you do that, it is a hobby that is fun, but eventually you may burn out, or you may get tired of it, and you may think, what's the point? Or you may do it just because it's social, but it didn't actually gain you financially. If that was your original intention, revisit if that's what you really wanted. So a con is really thinking about intentionally, what is the purpose for you in doing that side hustle? Is there a financial goal? Is there a social goal? Is there a progress goal, like learning something new? What is it for you specifically, why you're doing it? And really important to pay attention to that, so that you're always thinking, because you're stretching yourself in a lot of different places and you're always thinking about, why did I go into the side hustle? And if it is not for the money, then I want to make sure I'm balancing my time appropriately in this area versus family and friends versus clinic or whatever else is my full-time activity. So that's my list of pros and cons for side hustles. Overall, I think side hustles can be great in so many ways, whether it's money or progress or social or fun or all those things. But there's a few cons just to think about. So make sure you're going into it with full intention, so that you don't all of a sudden wake up and realize that the side hustle has distracted you from what is important. If the side hustle isn't your number one importance, be careful how you're balancing your time with all of that. So if you're interested, we have a whole panel. We have a webinar with business owners. Some of them do side hustles, medical professionals. We also have a business bootcamp course on our website at Certified PA Consulting. So you can take a business bootcamp course if you want to learn how to grow a side hustle business. A side hustle is a business. So understanding business concepts is important, even in side hustles. So if you are interested in business or side hustles or growing anything like that, then make sure you take advantage of our Business Bootcamp on-demand course. It comes with a workbook, qualifies for Category 2 CME. It's 4 hours. And of course, we have tons more videos. We put a free video out every single week like this one. Short, quick snippets, quick takeaways on our video library, Certified PA Consulting. Those are free. You can go watch all of them anytime, related to salaries, negotiating, contract terms, burnout, making a career change. We coach medical professionals through career changes, clinical or non-clinical, or starting a business. We help people through all these processes of business and career coaching and life coaching. We're certified life coaches, and we help you through that as well. So take advantage of our free resources and our on-demand courses, both related to salary negotiation as well as business. And of course, we offer private coaching one-on-one, and we work with you personally to customize a career plan that works for you. So check out all of our resources, certifiedpaconsulting.com. I'm Casey D'Amato. Feel free to connect with me on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, and I'll see you next week.